Good morning, everybody. Dear colleagues.
Good morning, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure to welcome you in the Welcome Digital event for the new UNESCO Global Geoparks, an event which is jointly organized by the Global Geoparks Network and the Secretariat of UNESCO Global Geoparks. And it's a great pleasure to welcome all the participants, the representatives of the national UNESCO commissions, the representatives of all the UNESCO Global Geoparks around the globe, and of course the representatives of the new UNESCO Global Geoparks, which will present during this event their territory, and we will celebrate together. Today, it's a very special day as the Global Geoparks Network is also celebrating the International Day of Mother Earth, the International Day dedicated to our planet and the future. And of course, geoparks are working for a better future for our communities, a better future for the planet as a whole. So in the name of the Global Geoparks Network, I would like to welcome you all in this digital event. And I will like to pass the floor to the representative of UNESCO, the head of the Earth Sciences and UNESCO Global Geoparks sector of UNESCO, Christophe van den Berger, for his greeting to the event and his initial speech about the UNESCO Global Geoparks program. Dear Christophe, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Nicholas, and good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world today. A very warm welcome as well on behalf of UNESCO on this International Earth Day. It's becoming a yearly tradition that we welcome the new geoparks on this day. And I hope that you will feel now as well part of a family, because that's certainly what UNESCO Global Geoparks are. You will see as well that there's a great deal to be learned from each other. There's a great deal that we share amongst each other. And we, from our side, from UNESCO, we also count on you. We count on you in the future, possibly to become evaluator, to provide or to help us in providing training and hosting geoparks in the future. So there's a number of things that absolutely set us apart. I had wanted to invite actually the Assistant Director General of UNESCO. I have to excuse her. She's traveling in Addis Ababa. She had wanted to meet you in between two meetings, but it's been too complicated. So accept her excuses as well, her apologies. Nicholas, if this is okay, I will briefly show 2-3 slides just to accompany a little bit what I'm about to say. If I find it back. So I hope you can see my screen here. I'm basically addressing myself to the new geoparks, because the other geoparks probably know this already, but I just would like to underline here that at UNESCO, we have a keen interest in UNESCO Global Geoparks since the very beginning, but it was only in 2015 that they were formally accepted under the International Geoscience Program. And that International Geoscience Program exists already since 1972. We celebrated the 50th anniversary 2 years back. And that's a joint venture together with the International Union for Geological Sciences. While our partner, of course, under the International Global Geoparks Program is GGN, the Global Geoparks Network. And you will see as well that both of these pillars are growing closely into each other. in terms that many of the projects that we're conducting under the IGCP are conducted in cooperation or with the help of UNESCO Global Geoparks. So under the IGCP, we have about 10,000 geoscientists with whom we are more or less in contact, or at least that we can connect to. And under UNESCO Global Geoparks, well, with the addition of U18, we are now 213 UNESCO Global Geoparks in 48 countries. Just to explain a little bit that from UNESCO's side, we are, of course, working on the governance. We set up the evaluation missions, the revalidation missions. We organize together with experts these missions, but also the council sessions. But in addition to that, we work closely together with GGN, for example, on training, providing capacity building exercises. In particular in Africa, in particular in the Arab states. We also look at small island developing states. And then, of course, we also try to raise the profile. We try to communicate, to promote the concept of UNESCO Global Geoparks with, for example, here, this is a book that we've recently issued, but also with exhibitions that we're setting up. We're also setting up information events here together with GGN very often for the permanent delegations, but also for our national commissions, just to make sure that geoparks are actually receiving the support that, for example, biosphere reserves or World Heritage sites would receive in the country. So it's a little bit playing between this capacity building promotion and then the governance that's in that line that UNESCO is active, and where we hope that we can count on your help as well in the coming years. And just my last slide here is to say these are the people that I'm working with here and that I have the pleasure to work with. Özlem, Adıyaman, Rania, Malcolm, and Önhi are here at headquarters. But then we have, of course, colleagues in our field offices as well. We have more than 50 field offices, of which, for example, Montevideo office, Mrs. Serena Heckler. But in the Beijing office, we have Aisugura. And Jakarta office, we have recently now Fereste, who joined the office there. And then in the Venice office, we have Francesca Bampa. These are just the offices that we highlighted here because they are closest to the 18 incoming geoparks. But of course, in Africa, for example, we have UNESCO colleagues in each of the offices. So if you have any question, if you have any doubt, any support that you would like, please reach out to us. And we will be glad to support you. Nicholas, I think in the time frame of 3 minutes, that's what I would like to share. But of course, we remain standby for any question you have throughout the day today. Thank you so much again, and my congratulations as well to you, to Guy as well, Konstantina, for all the help and for the support here in setting this up. Thanks again.
Thank you so much, Christophe, for your greetings and presentation today. It's always a pleasure working with UNESCO and especially with the UNESCO Global Geoparks team, because all geoparks around the globe found very useful and very helpful the support from the UNESCO team in all the geopark activities. And now it's my turn to say a few words about the Global Geoparks Network. The Global Geoparks Network was founded in 2004. So this year we are celebrating the 20th anniversary of our network. I just want to remind that we started with really a few geoparks. A few geoparks were only 25 geoparks coming from Europe, from the European Geoparks Network, and from China, which founded in February of 2004, after an evaluation process, the Global Geoparks Network. In June of 2004, we have the first international Geoparks conference under the auspices of UNESCO, which took place in Beijing. Since that time, as Christophe already mentioned, we managed to have 213 UNESCO Global Geoparks in 48 countries. And this was just only 20 years ago. So imagine that during these 20 years, we managed to have a really global initiative in the heart of the UNESCO programs, the UNESCO Global Geoparks program, which started in 2015 due to the success of the process of developing geoparks around the globe from 2004 up to 2015. And nowadays, we are present in 48 countries, and we continue to grow. We will continue to welcome territories in our network, in the network of UNESCO, which focuses on areas with international significance of geological heritage, and territories which are using this unique heritage in the frame of a sustainable development strategy to promote the well-being of the environment, the well-being of the communities living in these territories, which join the UNESCO Global Geoparks program. We are very, very proud for the success of the already existing UNESCO Global Geoparks, and we are very happy to welcome the 18 new UNESCO Global Geoparks in this network. This network, which is based on communication, on collaboration, and networking. And I would like, as president of the Global Geoparks Network, together with all the colleagues in the UNESCO in the UNESCO Global Geoparks, especially the members of the executive board of the Global Geoparks Network, the members of all the regional geopark networks, the members of all the national geoparks network, to work together to share common experiences, to share best practice through networking, which is the basement for the development of geoparks, to assist each other, to help each other in order to promote geoparks, to raise the profile of geoparks, and to work together towards the achievement of the 17 goals for the sustainable development, towards the 17 goals of the Agenda 2030 of the United Nations. And we would like to promote UNESCO Global Geoparks as the ideal field for the implementation of these sustainable development goals. So with this word, I would like to thank you all for your presence, to welcome the representatives of the 18 UNESCO Global Geoparks, and just to say that the recognition is just the start for really an adventurous journey, which will make it all together with UNESCO, together with all of you, in order to achieve the goals of using our heritage as a tool for the sustainable development of our communities. I would like once again to thank you all for all the work that you have done, and to promise that we will continue to work together in the years to come, because we have a common goal to achieve, which is the sustainable development of our territories. So thank you so much. Thank you, all of you, for your presence today in this moment of celebration. And this moment of celebration is also the official launching of the year of celebration for all the UNESCO Global Geoparks, which are part of the Global Geoparks Network. And with this word, I would like to give the floor to Guy Martini, the General Secretary of the Global Geoparks Network, and also the Chair of the UNESCO Global Geoparks Council, who will give you a short introduction on the celebration activities and tools that have been prepared to share with all the members of the Global Geoparks Network, with all the members of, with all the UNESCO Global Geoparks. So, Guy, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Nicola. Dear Nico, dear Christophe, dear colleagues. So really, it brings me an immense joy together with you today to commemorate several significant events as you have seen. First, Earth Mother Day, and I must say that it's a day that truly should be celebrated every day of the year and not only one day. Second important event today, the more warm reception that we can do for our new 18 member, and the official launch of the year-long celebration, making the 20th anniversary of the GGN that Nico just launched. So some information. The GGN Executive Board envisioned this anniversary as an opportunity to deepen the connection between each geopark and its local community, ensuring active engagement and participation. So, to this end, the Executive Board has decided to initiate 3 contests. 2 of these contests are open to the entire population of a geopark or its visitors, while 1 is exclusively reserved for youth from 12 to 18 years old, obviously residing in the geopark. In order to facilitate communication and engagement with your respective communities, we have, with your assistance, translated our website into 33 languages, each accessible through individual internet address. So I now would like to invite you to view a brief 2-minute video outlining the details of this free competition, as well as to explore our public website dedicated to the free contest.
To celebrate its 20th anniversary, the Global Geopark Network invites all the populations of its 213 geoparks to embark on a captivating journey through a trilogy of competitions that celebrate our territories. First, the Earth Visual Odyssey provides a canvas for photographers to capture and share the profound and intimate bond between humans and Earth's geological wonders. Next, Stone Stories is a contest for people who love writing and serves as a tribute to our connection with Earth's silent storytellers, the stones, minerals, fossils and landscapes. And specifically for our youth aged 12 to 18, the 5 senses of your geopark invites them to express their unique sensory experiences within their geopark. Relish the local tastes that make you salivate, be it dishes, plants or drinks. Capture the sights that bring a smile to your face. Inhale the smells that transport you to a different place when you close your eyes. Listen to the sounds that define your mornings, unique to your territory. Feel the textures that are so familiar, they instantly tell you where you are. To assist geoparks in promoting these 3 competitions to their local populations, the Global Geopark Network, GGN, has developed a dedicated public website. This website provides comprehensive information about each competition, including rules and registration details. A very happy birthday to everyone.
So the contests are just one aspect of a toolkit crafted by the GGN Executive Board to aid in commemorating this anniversary within your geopark. The objective, again, is to foster collective action and communication across our 213 geoparks worldwide. So to facilitate this, we have developed an extensive array of resources that you can easily utilize, incorporating the logo of your geopark and adapting in your local or national language. These resources include video, poster 60 on 80 centimeters, social media posts, and much more. In order to provide you access to this resource, the executive board has established a dedicated website exclusively for GGN members. Here, you will find all the tools that have been developed and available for download. To gain access to the site later on, the Secretariat will furnish you with the necessary username and password. I would like now to invite you to view another 2-minute video outlining the contents of this 20th anniversary website. But before proceeding, I would like to express all my gratitude to the GGN Secretariat and particularly to Dr. Constantina Betana for her outstanding efforts. And I would like also congratulate all my colleagues from the executive board, including its president, Nicolas Zurod, for their significant personal contribution to the creation of this resource, which I get the responsibility to coordinate. And of course, obviously, all my great thanks to the wonderful team of Zapal Company in charge of the realization. A great happy birthday to all of you.
To provide maximum opportunities for all geoparks to be associated with and celebrate this 20th anniversary with their populations, the Global Geopark Network has opened a special anniversary website exclusively reserved for GGN members. This website serves as a common platform from which all geoparks will be able to download or use materials specifically produced for this anniversary. Firstly, the contest. A public site will provide all necessary information. To ensure widespread dissemination among geopark communities, the site can be translated into all national or local languages and also features a direct web address. Additionally, a collection of promotional materials has been created specifically for the 3 competitions. These materials can be customized to any national or local language, allowing for seamless integration of each geopark's logo. Videos. There are 6 videos illustrating the priority actions of the Global Geopark Network. An explanatory video specially designed for the geoparks population titled "What is the GGN?" as well as a video on the history of the GGN. Additionally, there are 3 entertainment videos offering examples of music and art produced in geoparks. Furthermore, there is material that can be printed and materialized as a 20th anniversary photo exhibition. This exhibition will be accompanied by a digital book. Also, a GGN time spiral will allow each geopark to position its own geological sites within this representation of time, common to the entire global network. It's truly a great moment. 20 years of the global network of geoparks, with 213 geoparks spread across 48 countries, organized into 5 regional networks. This exceptional celebration aims to bring the populations of our territories even closer together through our activities. A very happy birthday to everyone.
So I would like to thank Guy for this presentation of the communication tools for the 20th anniversary of the Global Geoparks Network. We are a network of all the recognized UNESCO Global Geoparks, and now is the moment to start the presentation of all the 18 new members, starting from the geoparks located in the ASEAN and Pacific Geoparks Network. So our first presentation will be made for NC Grand Canyon, Tenglongdong Cave from China. And I would like to ask the colleagues from this geopark to take the floor and present their own geopark.
Distinguished guests and dear Geopark colleagues. Hello, everyone. On behalf of the Enshi Grand Canyon Tenongdong Keep Global Geopark, I would like to take this opportunity to extend our warmest greetings and thanks to all of you. And all the staff of our Geopark also want to extend our warmest welcome to you. Okay. Let me briefly introduce our Geopark. I will introduce our Geopark in three parts. Please turn the next. Yes. First is brief introduction. Second is distinctive geoheritages. Third is our cooperation and sustainability. Next page. Thank you. Next page. Okay, let's come to the first one, introduction. Enshi Grand Canyon Tenongdong Keep UNESCO Global Geopark is located in Enshi, Tujia, and Miao Autonomous Prefecture, Hubei, China. It covers 679.19 square kilometers, spanning Enshi City and Lichuan City. It involves 5 towns, including 60 administrative villages, with a population of about 120,000, which is an important gathering place of ethnic group. Next page, please. Then comes to distinctive heritages. We have 3 world-class geoheritages. One is Tenongdong Dry Cave. Tenongdong multi-layer underground water cave system has a measured cave passage length of 59.8 kilometers. It is the 3rd longest cave in China, with many branch tunnels. The opening of the cave can reach 74 meters high, and the widest part is 64 meters. It is a world-class super large cave system. In 2005, Tenongdong Cave was named one of the 6 most beautiful tourist caves in China by Chinese National Geography magazine. The second one is underground river. The Qinjiang River poured down at the Tenongdong Cave entrance and fell into Wonong Tunjiang Jet waterfall of more than 30 meters, forming the longest and largest underground river system in China, with the length of 16.8 kilometers and a drop of 163 meters, which is a quite rare huge karst underground waterfall in the world. Next page, please. The third one is Qixinzhai Stone Pillar Forest. Next page, thank you. It is located in Mufu, Enshi, with an altitude of 1,618 meters high sea level, covering an area of 3 square kilometers. There are 62 limestone peaks and stone pillars with a height of 20 to 285 meters. The height of single stone pillars, such as Yizhuxiang stone pillar, which exceeds 150 meters. The stone pillar peaks forest in Enshi Grand Canyon is defined by world-famous karst geomorphologist barracks as a unique karst plateau landform type in Enshi. Okay, next page, please. We established nearly 20 cooperative relations with enterprises in the Geopark, such as with the primary school, tea factory, 西南卡普 Broadkey, and so on. Next page. We concluded 9 sister geoparks, including 1 abroad and 8 in China. Okay, next page, please. Next page. Thank you. We made a great effort to promote sustainable development of local economy, such as developing geotourism, has promoted employment and entrepreneurship among residents in the park, and promoting sustainable community development. Okay, next page, please. Thank you. Next page. Okay. In 2018, rural homestays in Yichuan City alone received over 2.5 million guests, achieving a comprehensive income of over 800 million yuan, directly providing over 6,000 job opportunities, and indirectly driving the employment of over 30,000 farmers. In Enshi Grand Canyon Scenic Area, 6,870 poor people have been lifted out of poverty. In 2020, the Geopark was successfully selected as the World Tourism Alliance Tourism Poverty Alleviation Case. Okay, next page. And thank you for your attention, and sincerely invite all of you to come to Enshi Grand Canyon Tenondong Global Geopark for investigation. And thank you. Thank you again.
Thank you so much for your presentation. Thanks all to the Geopark team present in this presentation. And we would like to go to Linxia UNESCO Global Geopark, the second geopark from China. So, dear colleagues, the floor is yours. Yes, please. Dear colleagues from Linxia, UNESCO Global Geopark. So, dear colleagues, we cannot see you. We're still connected in NC Grand Canyon Geopark.
Hello?
Yes, please.
Mr. Nicholas, I can't see my PPT. Why is that? I'm sorry. I'm already on the number 5 page. Number 5 page, please.
We are
Number 5. Okay, I'm sorry. I think I've already started. Okay, thank you. Hejin Cenozoic mammalian fossils. More than 30,000 pieces of mammalian fossils have been discovered from more than 100 sites. These mammalian fossils have been belong to 4 faunas, respectively representing 4 evolutionary stages on the north side of the Qinghai-Xizang Plateau. There are many other kinds of special and important geoheritages in Linxia Geopark. Next slide, please. The branches of Yellow River form a lot of special and beautiful water and gorge landscapes. Next slide, please. Because of our special geographic location, we have a diverse ecosystem such as IP meadow, farming landscape, dense forest, and so on. Next page, please. Excellent environment provide a homeland for many rare animals. Next, please. Next, please. And the plants. As we are in the special point on, hello? Okay. As we are in the special point on the ancient Silk Road, our geopark has a long cultural history with a lot of cultural relics indicating the combination between Chinese and Western civilization. Next, please. Okay. The Beninkyu Temple in Linxia Geopark, a world cultural heritage built on the Danxia Cliff, is a good example of combination between cultural heritage and geoheritage. Linxia Geopark is one of important origins of Chinese civilization, with many ancient cultural relics from 6,000 to 3,000 years ago. Among them, the Majayao culture and the Qijia culture show us the civilization of most brilliant Chinese painted pottery culture and the earliest bronze wares in China. Folk songs and skills, some of them have been listed as intangible cultural heritages, while special folk music culture was listed as a World Intangible Cultural Heritage by UNESCO in 2009. We set up on-site protection hall at the fossil sites. Next, please. Next. Okay. We developed a real-time monitoring system for geoheritage protection and visitors security. Okay. On the Geopark interpretation system, we have Geopark Museum, which puts all resources together, so visitors could get basic information and understand the Geopark stories. Next, please. We have some themed museums. I especially introduced Hezhen Paleozoological Museum, which collected and stored more than 30,000 pieces of fossils and show the precious Hezhen mammalian fauna. Next. Next, please. We have 12 Geopark schools. They all are the science popularization basis for all students in Linxia. Next, please. Our Geopark strongly supports scientific research and college student practice. Next, please. Next page, okay. We organized many science popularization activities with local schools and communities. Okay, go on, please. Next, okay. We carried out environment education in many ways. Okay, next page. Linxia Geopark is rich on geotourism resources. Okay, next, please. Our Geopark actively involved in sustainable development of local communities. Next page. Linxia Geopark has played an important role in local development and created many job opportunities for local people. As a result, the annual income and the living standard of local people have been greatly improved since the Geopark established. As a new global Geopark, we will adhere to the belief of celebrating Earth heritage, sustaining local communities, strengthen contacts with all other global Geoparks, and make efforts to build a better Earth Park. We welcome all colleagues here and people around the world to Ningxia UNESCO Global Geopark. Thanks for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. I just want to, and congratulations for being part of the UNESCO Global Geoparks and the Global Geoparks Network. I would like just to remind to all those attending this welcome event that for the last years we had not been able to evaluate the candidates from the People's Republic of China, and this is the reason why we have more candidates, more new geoparks coming from the People's Republic of China this year. So thank you so much, and we go to the next Chinese UNESCO Global Geoparks, which is Mount Changbai-shan, again from China. Thank you so much.
Hello, everyone. My name is David, representing Changshan UGGP. It is a privilege for us to be part of this online gathering. In the next segment, I will request the host of the meeting to showcase a video featuring the Geopark Director's address and an overview of the Geopark. Thank you.
尊敬的各位同仁、女士们、先生们，大家晚上好。我是长白山世界地质公园管理局局长高飞，十分荣幸参加此次的活动。让我们有幸与全球世界地质公园的杰出代表共襄盛举，共话未来。首先，请允许我向联合国教科文组织和世界地质公园网络表达深深的感谢之情，感谢你们在长白山成长的道路上给予的关心、帮助和支持，使长白山荣获世界地质公园这一殊荣。多年来，我们积极参加联合国教科文组织和世界地质公园组织的培训和各类活动，与各单位友好互动，学习交流，汲取经验，丰富了专业知识，拓展了国际视野。世界地质公园申报工作取得了实质性的突破。我们忠实践行2、3理念，始终坚持保护维先，致力于打造生态高地，努力优化世界地质公园建设与管理，全力建设世界级旅游目的地，有力地促进地方经济社会健康发展。世界地质公园是对长白山在生态、地质、科研、文化和可持续发展等多个领域取得成就的国际认可，标志着长白山地区在追求绿色可持续发展的道路上已经迈出了坚实的一步。这将为长白山注入新的不竭动力，更将成为长白山发展历史进程中浓墨重彩的一笔，为我们自然和文化遗产开启一扇通往世界的大门。中华民族有深厚的文化传统，投桃报李是中国人民始终坚持的美德。授予长白山世界地质公园称号是联合国教科文组织的充分信任。我们将以更高的标准，以更严的要求推动地质公园的建设，全面加强国际文化交流和科研合作，不断地提高保护水平和管理能力，用最优异的成绩向世界展示长白山独特的生态资源、差异的科考价值和美好的发展前景，让世界了解长白山，让长白山拥抱全世界。最后，祝愿今天的会议圆满成功，期待在不久的将来能够与各位相约在长白山，相聚长白山。谢谢大家。
Mount Changbai-shan is a gift created by nature through a history of over several 100 million years. Mount Changbai-shan Geopark is located in the southeast of Jilin Province, China, bordering the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, covering an area of 2,723.8 square kilometers. Peak Baiyangfeng is the highest peak, 2,691 meters above sea level. In 1979, Mount Changbai-shan joined the World Network of Man and Biosphere Reserves, and in 2022 was inscribed on the IUCN Green List of Protected Natural Areas.
It has been successfully approved as the National Forest and Wildlife Nature Reserve, the National Geopark, the National 5A ranked tourist attraction, and one of the top 10 famous mountains in China. Mount Changbaishan Geopark has endless mysteries to be explored. Here you can enjoy the coexistence of volcanic landforms and glacial remains, a perfect combination between the alpine gardens and wild snow-capped peaks, as well as the harmonious existence between nature and many ethnic groups. Mount Changbaishan Geopark is selflessly dedicated to the local residents of this territory. Local people will honestly worship and carefully protect this mysterious, magical, and ecological territory. The fantastic Mount Changbaishan Geopark warmly welcomes visitors from all over the world.
So thank you so much for your presentation. And now is my honor and pleasure to welcome you, my colleague Xiaoxi Xin, the president of the Asian Pacific Geoparks Network coordinator and vice president of the Global Geoparks Network. Dear Xiaoxi, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Nicholas, for the introduction. So, dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, good evening, good afternoon, good morning. It depends where you are. Today is a great day. So it's International Earth Day. It's also the first day of the 5th Asia Pacific Geoparks Network Week. During the daytime, the APG members conducted various activities to celebrate the Earth Day and the APG Week. Now, at the evening, on most Asian Pacific areas, we gather here to welcome new UNESCO Global Geoparks to join the big family of Global Geoparks Network. So I have the honor, on behalf of the Asian Pacific Geoparks Network, APGN, to express our congratulations and a warm welcome to the 18 UNESCO Global Geoparks, of which 6 are from Asian Pacific region. They are naturally the new members of Asian Pacific Geoparks Network. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the teams of these 18 new UNESCO Global Geoparks. It was your passion and hard working in the last few years that made your dreams come true. At this time, we should not forget the diligence of so many evaluators who worked day and night to complete the evaluation missions in last years. They deserve to be mentioned here. I'd like to say thank you very much for your great contribution to the undertaking of the Global Geoparks Network. So thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, dear Xiaoxi, for your greeting in the name of the Asian Pacific Geoparks Network. And I would like to go to Wu Gongsan, another new UNESCO Global Geopark from People's Republic of China.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. It's great honor to be here. And I'm from Wugongshan UGGP. We are so excited and honored to join UNESCO Global Geopark family. My geopark, Wugongshan, boasts the altitude of 1,918.3 meters and the world's largest rare high mountain meadow. spanning over 100,000 acres at the same latitude. It's characterized by geosites, typical granite dome, granite weathering crust alpine meadow, granite peak forest, annular hot spring train. With its natural wonders, crafted by Mother Nature, it has become a popular site for mountain climbers, hikers, and camping enthusiasts, earning the reputation of being the grassland in the clouds and outdoor paradise. So it has a very great significance for us to become a UGGP. So I'd like to invite all of you to enjoy a video introducing my geopark, Wugongshan.
The Wugongshan Geopark, which was called the Southeastern Sky Column in Southeast Ancient China, is located in Midwest of Jiangxi Province, with an area of 1,470.82 square kilometers, and is situated in the northern section of the Luoxiao Mountains, which span Hunan and Jiangxi provinces. The Jingding Peak, as the main peak of Wugongshan, reaches up to the height of 1,918.3 meters and boasts the peak of Jiangxi province. The Wugongshan Geopark is characterized by typical geoheritage landscape at altitude from high to low, which controlled by a granite dome structure, including the alpine meadow on the early Paleozoic granite weathering crust, the granite peak forest, Z-shaped steep slope waterfall groups, and ring-shaped hot spring chain around Wugongshan. There are 10 classes, 17 subclasses, and 103 heritage sites. Among them, 4 geoheritages have international significance. 24 are national-level geoheritage sites, and they constitute a natural museum bestowed by nature for studying granite dome and its geomorphology. The early Paleozoic granite weathering crust alpine meadow in Wugongshan is distributed in the Fanyunjie Jingding to Longshan area, located at the top of the dome with the characteristics of round summits and long ridges. Due to the development of nearly horizontal melanite foliation, the top of Wugongshan is mainly characterized by surface erosion, resulting in a rounded landform. In addition, due to the cold climate and long frost period on the mountain top, the average thickness of the soil formed by granite weathering is generally 20 to 40 centimeters, which is only suitable for the growth of herbaceous plants. Therefore, approximately 100 square kilometers of wave-like alpine meadow are developed on the mountain top with an average altitude of 1,600 meters. It is regarded as a unique alpine meadow with the highest altitude and the largest size distributed in low-latitude regions in the world, and can be called the most beautiful meadow on the cloud. The Yangshimu Granite Peak Forest is located in the core of the granite dome. Meanwhile, under the influence of uplift, crystallization, and diagenesis, 2 sets of large-scale vertical joints are developed in the rock mass, cutting the rock into plate-like and columnar shapes. The main geological processes are erosion and collapse, ultimately transforming the granite into many rock walls, stone pillars, peak clusters, and cliff walls, forming a unique granite peak forest, such as Shipai Peak, Shisun Peak, Bat Peak, Riyue Peak, Golden Head Homing Site, and Dolphin Watching the Moon, etc., which forming the magnificent granite peak forest landscape today. Sixteen hot springs have been discovered in Wugongshan Geopark, including Yichun Wentang Hot Spring, Yingxiang Wanlongshan Hot Spring, Wencha Hot Spring, and Qianshan Hot Spring, and so on. The Wugongshan Geopark boasts 38 items of intangible cultural heritage, among which 9 items have been listed as the National Intangible Cultural Heritages. The and colored lantern making belongs to the Totem culture, which is unique in China. It has successfully held International Camping Festival for 15 times, Bone Culture Festival for 16 times, Festival on Chinese Food Culture and Chinese Food Cultural Exchange Activities for 2 times, thus conveying happiness and goodliness to the whole world by developing characteristic industries including the construction of inns, hotels, and agri-tainment, which had driven the tourist number to increase to 50 million. These poor households had increased their income by more than 30,000 yuan as a share of geological tourism dividends, which has given impetus to the campaign for poverty alleviation. The construction of the geopark has led to the employment of women. The employment rate of women has remained at 42%, higher than the national average of 40%. Some women are involved as managers in formulating future action plans for the geopark and driving sustainable development of the community. Wugongshan has unique geoheritages, good natural ecology, and rich cultural landscape, which is a model of organic integration of geoheritages and nature and humanity under the control of Granite Dome. Wugongshan, a vast land with enthusiastic people, adhering to the sustainable development concept of celebrating Earth heritage, sustaining local communities, sincerely invites you to visit here to share the common geoheritages of mankind.
Thank you so much for your presentation of Wugongshan, new UNESCO Global Geopark from People's Republic of China. And now we are going to the presentation of Xinzi, UNESCO Global Geopark in China again. So, dear colleagues, you have the floor.
Please wait a second. Thank you.
Hello everyone from Xinyi. It's truly an honor to be part of the UNESCO Global Geoparks International Mother Earth Day and the 20th anniversary of the Global Geoparks Network. I'm come from the Xinyi Geopark Management Bureau. I'm Wen Qianqian, and I'd like to tell you about our Xinyi UNESCO Global Geopark. Firstly, the Xinyi UNESCO Global Geopark is located in Xinyi City, Guizhou Province, in southwestern China. The park covers an area of 1,456.1 square kilometers and boasts picturesque landscapes and an pristine climate. It is renowned from in these three titles: the Kingdoms of Sedimentary Rocks, the Kingdom of Karst Triaxial Paleobiology, and the Kingdoms of Karst Landforms. Within our geopark, there are three particular unique landscapes: the Xinyi fauna, Xinyi karst, and the Triaxial Sedimentary species boundary. I will discuss it from the beginning of the fundamental geology. We have over 15 particular geological relics. Take a look at this drawing site. This is our kitchen sources fossil. This is our Maning River Grand Canyon, a typical karst canyon. And here we have stone forest and the Wanfeng State area. The Xinyi UNESCO Global Geopark is not only a nature conservation area, but also a winter place for the significant research and education. Here, geologists can dive into the Earth's evolutionary process. Biologists can study the interaction between the organization and the geological environments. And the public can learn and deepen their understanding of Earth science, surveying and exploring. Our Xinyi fauna is a unique connection of biota ring from nearshore to offshore. The siege began in 1957, and there are totally of 15 species from the 42 genera of biota fossils. We have not only small kitchen sources, but also 5-meter-long Guizhou exoterium. There are also various temples of fish, all contribution to the richness of the Xinyi fauna. We have dark speech law and regulation in place for protection of fossil remains to make sure they will persist. Next, we have the Xinyi karst, an integral part of our Wanfeng State area. Xinyi tower karst, or called Fengling in Pinyin, or peak forest tan. But some tower karsts are unique in Xinyi. In fact, this is a premier spear in standard of tower spear karst. Xinyi particular karst or stone forest is discovered in Lidangtang and Lanpanjiangtang. the famous one in Lidang Stone Forest. Lidang Stone Forest is one of the 8 temples of model Principal Castle of China. Maning River Canyon is another international important geosite. This is 56.8 kilometers long, 100 and 200 meters deep, and 15 and 115 meters wide. Look at this beautiful picture of our Maning River Canyon, affectionately called the world's most beautiful scar. During the fall season, near the 100 waterfalls carried down, cream a specular venue. Triassic sedimentary fish boundary is an unusual geological heritage. The fish boundary fish inspired each other in depositing between Penfall and Piscine. And the depositional rocks in different fishes are different. Lastly, as a newly established global geopark, we are committed to sustainable development. We are declared to contribution our efforts to the development and the protection of the geopark and the Earth environment. Thank you for watching, and welcome to Xinyi UNESCO Global Geopark. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your presentation. And now we are going to the sixth presentation from a new UNESCO Global Geopark in China, Longyan UNESCO Global Geopark. Dear colleagues, the floor is yours.
Hello, dear colleagues. This is greeting from Longyan UNESCO Global Geopark. It is a great honor for Longyan to successfully join the GGN family. On the new journey, we are going to work together and create brilliance together. Longyan UNESCO Global Geopark is a comprehensive geopark that integrates rich geological landscapes, excellent ecological environment, and profound cultural heritages. We warmly welcome friends from all over the world to Longyan UNESCO Global Geopark. Now, we would like to show the beauty of our geopark to you through a video. Let's enjoy the video, please. Thank you.
First and foremost, I would like to congratulate Longyan UNESCO Global Geopark for achieving the status of UNESCO Global Geopark and also a member for Global Geopark Network. This is an achievement, it is an honor, but also a responsibility.
On the occasion of celebrating the 20th anniversary of Global Geoparks Network, I would like to congratulate Longyan Geopark for becoming one of UNESCO Global Geopark officially.
Congratulations on Longyan UNESCO Global Geopark.
Longyan University will always work together with this great geopark.
热烈祝贺！热烈祝贺！热烈祝贺！
热烈祝贺龙岩获批！
热烈祝贺龙岩获批联合国教科文组织世界地质公园。
Thank you so much. I would like to congratulate all 6 UNESCO Global Geoparks from People's Republic of China. So after 3 years, we have again new UNESCO Global Geoparks from China. And now we are moving from Asia Pacific Geoparks Network to the European Geoparks Network. And I have the pleasure to welcome the coordinator of the European Geoparks Network, Sophie Justice, for her welcome greeting by the European Geoparks Network. Dear Sophie, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Nicholas, and good morning, everybody, good afternoon, everybody, and good evening. It's a pleasure to be here with you today for this very important welcome session, this incredible achievement with 18 new UNESCO Global Geoparks. And I'm very honoured to be able to represent the European network today and specifically welcome the 11 new European UNESCO Global Geoparks into our busy network that now counts 109 of the UNESCO Global Geoparks around the world. Now, the European network has got old geoparks because they were at the heart of the geoparks as they started to take shape in the year 2000. And it's wonderful to have new members joining our family. So I'd like to congratulate everybody for their very hard work, their enthusiasm and their commitment. And I wish you all the best taking this responsibility forward as you become part of this great global family. So thank you very much indeed and welcome.
Thank you, Sophie, for your welcome. And we pass quickly to the first of the new UNESCO Global Geoparks from Europe, BAC region, Hungary.
Great, thank you. Dear members of the Global Geopark Network, dear audience, I would like to thank you for this opportunity to present the BAC region UNESCO Geopark, one of the newest members of the GGN family, to you today. Next slide, please. First and foremost, where is the BAC region Geopark? Well, we are situated in Central Europe in the northeastern part of Hungary, just south of the Carpathian Mountains. Next slide, please. The BAC region Geopark covers one of the most complex geological environments in Hungary. The central zone of the Geopark's 2,817 square kilometer territory consists of the BAC Mountains and its northern neighbor, the Opony Mountain, both of which are characterized by fold and thrust structures that are mainly formed during the Cretaceous tectogenesis. And also the Paleozoic, Mesozoic rocks forming the mountains can also be found in various depths below younger deposits in the surrounding basins. Next slide, please. The BAC region is rich in geological, archaeological, and cultural historical values. There are numerous key sections that reveal an almost continuous sediment sequence spanning around 300 million years within its territorial scope. In the north, you will find the Open Mountains, where the oldest geological formations are found. Then close to it, there are two coal valleys, which are rich in mining heritage. Next to it, there are the Pétervásári sandstone basin, where you will find beautiful hairy areas where the connection between geology and people is evident through the landscape. The hill forts dispersed around the region provide also valuable information about the local land use and from the early Bronze Age to the Middle Ages. Last, the big foothills are made up of Miocenic rhyolite tuff, which together with the favorable landscape serve as a great base to the historical wine region found in this area. Next slide, please. To reiterate the main values of the geopark, I wanted to show you 4 of our geosites. First, the Bug Plateau is situated in the middle of the Bug Mountains, and it's a safe haven for numerous relictum species from the last ice age. And also it has a rich surface and subsurface karst formations. Then there are more than 50 prehistoric caves found within this geopark. And also in one of them, during an archaeological survey, the remains of Neanderthal people were discovered, proving their presence to the east of Alps for the first time. Then there are the beehive stones in the Bug foothills that are part of the Bug stone cultures, and they are the earliest examples of stone carvings in the Carpathian Basin. Last, in the Bug Mountains, there are numerous crystal caves and also one travertine cave, the Anna Travertine Cave, which is of international significance due to the number and size of its formations. Next slide, please. Well, come and visit our Bug region geoparks where stones tell a tale. Listen to it in the echoes of the caves, see it from the peaks, and also experience it with the local communities. Next slide, please. Well, last, I want to thank you for your attention, and we can't wait to work together with you and with the rest of the GGN family. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your presentation and welcome to the network. And we move from Hungary now to France and the Armoric UNESCO Global Geopark. Dear colleagues, you have the floor.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Shona. I will today represent the Armoric UGGP. It's a great honor for our team and all of our partners to celebrate with you all today our recognition as a UNESCO Global Geopark. Next, please. The Armoric UNESCO Global Geopark is located in the west of France, at the tip of Brittany, and extend over 1,600 kilometers squares on 47 municipalities. We have identified 64 geological sites on the territory. We do also have 3 geopark houses to discover all of our heritage, such as Ménesmer with a brand new exposition about our geological history, the Mineral House with the Rock and Fossils exposition, and also the Strawberry and Heritage Museum of Plougastel. Next, please. Thank you. We can describe the geological history of the Armoric Geopark over 500 million years. If we place this time on the dial of a watch, for example, it only corresponds to 1 hour and a half on the great history of our planet. To summarize it, this history can be described according to the 3 major geological phenomena that led to the current landscape that we see nowadays. The early Paleozoical marine sedimentation and underwater volcanism, the formation of the Hercynian mountain range, and then a long erosion process with the opening of the Atlantic Ocean. Next, please. From the vertical cliffs of the Crozon Peninsula and the crest of the Mont d'Arrée, via the harbor of Brest, the old valley and the coast of Huelgoat, it's a whole piece of history of the earth which can be read in the landscape of our territory. The different stone, Logona stone, Kersantite, granite, or Armorican sandstone is a great diversity of rocks that bears our memory and is reflected in our built heritage, particularly the rural and religious heritage. Next, please. We developed many different actions to promote our geopark, enhance our geological heritage linked with natural, cultural, and immaterial treasures that we do have on the territory. Here are some different actions that we carried out during 2023. For example, the implementation of certain heritage interpretative panels to enhance our geological heritage, our landscapes, biodiversity, cultural, historical, and built heritage. Next, please. We created also a new exhibition, Once Upon a Time in Armorique, to discover the 500 million years who have shaped our landscapes with a movie, a rock collection, and imaginary tale. Next, please. We also have an educational kit with a booklet, a chronological frieze to discover the history of the territory, comics, and geological experimentation. You can discover this kit during our different educational activities, but it's also accessible for teachers of our Geopark or our ambassadors. Next, please. During this year also, we made a call for school projects to discover the rocks of Armorique. 6 schools has been chosen and 160 students had the opportunity to discover the geological features in our territory. Next. And we also provide an annual training for professionals to help them improve their skill about knowing our geological heritage, so they can promote our territory as ambassadors. And the next one, please. Yeah, we have many supports that have been developed in recent years to promote the Geopark and promote sustainable tourism through promotion of hiking trail and the development of our Geopark ambassadors network. And the next is the end, I think. Well, thank you all. Thank you all the GGN and the UNESCO network, because it's a real pleasure to be here with you today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Welcome to the network. And from France, we move to Finland and to the Impact Crater Lake, Lappajärvi, UNESCO Global Geopark. And I would like to welcome the mayor of Vimpeli and president of the Geopark, as well as the representatives. Dear colleagues, you have the floor.
Dear UNESCO Global Geopark colleagues, I'm Mayor Sam Leijonamieli, the president of Impact Crater Lake Lappajärvi Association. Greetings from the 7 times on a row happiest nation of the world, from Finland. I want to express my sincere excitement of our entire Geopark community on behalf of the municipalities of Alajärvi, Evijärvi, Lappajärvi, and Vimpeli. This is an historical moment to be officialized family member of the UNESCO Global Geopark Network. We have been waiting this moment around 78 million years, for the reason that during a Phoreseid time, the large asteroid struck to our area, creating the largest asteroid impact lake of Europe between our municipalities. After 78 million years waiting, our unique geological story finally was recognized by the UNESCO at 27th of March 2024. We believe that as the member of large UNESCO Geopark family is much more than the status itself. We believe that this gives lots of opportunities for our area's branding, entrepreneurship, education, and tourism. On the other hand, we have sincere will to learn together with other geoparks. I warmly welcome all of our colleagues to visit our unique Impact Crater Lake Geopark in Finland. I also want to highlight that it's relatively safe to visit our geopark for the reason that statistically the asteroid have never hit to the same place at twice. Next, outstanding Maria from our business service group will slightly present our geopark for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam, and my warm welcome to our short virtual tour to Impact Crater Lake Geopark. Next slide, please. Impact Crater Lake is a treasure of Western Finland, known for its beautiful landscapes, idyllic towns, and distinctive villages. Through the unique sites, Impact Crater Lake UNESCO Global Geopark tells the story of the birth of Europe's largest crater lake in an intriguing way. Next slide, please. Impact Crater Lake Lappajärvi was born 78 million years ago in a collision of a meteorite. The meteorite itself was destroyed in an explosion, but as a result of the collision, several different rocks were formed. The most important rocks are Kärnäite and Suevite. Also, rare impact diamonds can be found on the southern edge of the crater. The edges of the crater are still seen in the landscape and give the unique form of the geopark. Next slide, please. Here you can see the location of our geopark on the map of Finland. Like Mayor Leena Mieli said, it's formed in the area of 4 rural municipalities of Alajärvi, Evijärvi, Lappajärvi, and Vimpeli. Next slide, please. We are very happy and privileged to be part of UNESCO Global Geopark Network, and we hope that we are able to bring added value to the network and the collaboration. Next slide, please. Tectonic plates have moved millions of years and ice ages have flattened the crater. To this day, the crater is surrounded by elevated edge that can still be seen from Lakeharju in Vimpeli and Pyhävuori in Alajärvi, offering spectacular views of the crater lake. Next slide, please. The Impact Crater Lake Geopark area offers many trails for hiking or cycling. New routes are developed in cooperation with the municipalities and private landowners. Next slide, please. Here you can see a few examples of the flora of Crater Lake region. And next slide, please. The Impact Crater Lake area has inspired artists throughout the history. World-famous architect Alvar Aalto held the city of Alajärvi as his spiritual home, and some of his work can be visited in Alajärvi. Next slide, please. Here are a few examples of the cultural heritage that is cherished in the area. Next slide, please. Collaboration with the area's educational institution has played an important role in the story of Impact Crater Lake Geopark. Natural sciences and geology have a strong emphasis in the school curriculum. Next slide, please. We also have strong connection and collaboration with the local companies from travel to tourism and to food production, handcraft and beyond. We have set a common goal in Impact Crater Lake Geopark to bring more added value to the local companies and also to our visitors. Next slide, please. We warmly welcome you all to visit Impact Crater Lake UNESCO Global Geopark. And next slide, you can see our contact information. Thank you.
Thank you and see you in our geopark.
Thank you so much for your presentation. And now from Finland, We are going to move to Poland and to the land of extinct volcanoes, UNESCO Global Geopark. Dear colleagues, you have the floor.
Hello, everyone. We are welcome you from the new UNESCO Global Geopark. In Poland, we are very happy to join to the Global Geopark network. We are celebrating this day with our local community, and we have been waiting for this moment for many years. And we have for you a special volcanic surprise in the occasion of 20th anniversary of Global Geopark Network.
A teraz spotkam ocenię.
Włączamy się do mnie?
Land of extinct volcanoes presents you 500 million years of turbulent and extremely complex history of our planet that will stir your imagination. A history that you can still see being made. Touch water and fire collide in the prehistoric abyss. Listen to the roar of the primordial oceans. And feel the warm desert sands of your feet. Don't be afraid. It's just an echo of the ancient times. The power of planet Earth dormant in its extinct volcanoes has left its mark for posterity. Day by day, it carefully carves hidden gorges, sun-kissed forest plains, and slopes. It is a land of time trapped in rock, but also a land of life, a land where everyone can find out. Come feel the cool walls of historic structures and travel back centuries to learn about our ancestors. Visit temples that still reverberate with chants, see stone castles and fortresses reminiscent of countless feasts, clanging swords and muffled noises of villains locked in dungeons. The towers will no longer show you advancing enemy cohorts in the distance, but rather a land of calm. We live with the traces of past generations and take good care to preserve them. And there's a place for you here too, to calm your mind, satisfy your curiosity, and enjoy the surrounding beauty. Please come and visit us at the end of your trip. You'll make new friends. They will tell you about the history of this land. You will shake under your feet again. Let us show you all the great things we have. Craftsmanship, cultivated over the years by enthusiasts. The land filled with sweet honey and mellow music will become your place too. And we will make a taste of it with our local wine. so you can feel the power of the Earth. At Geopark, land of extinct volcanoes.
So thank you.
So thank you so much for your warm and warm congratulations for your event and also the very nice presentation of your geopark. And now from Poland, we are going to move to Greece. I would like to welcome the representative of the UNESCO National Commission from Greece and also the representatives of the Meteora Pili UNESCO Global Geopark. Dear colleagues, the floor is yours.
Hello. I don't know if you
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'll share my screen, or will you? Hello from Meteora Pili Geopark. We are located in the center of Greece. The geopark, sorry. The geopark includes geological sites, natural sites, and religious and historical sites. There is a rich natural environment in a mixed Mediterranean climate and continental zone. There are several Natura 2000 sites inside the geopark, 4 of them dedicated to bird protection according to the Bird Directive, and 5 of them to the Habitat Directive. Moreover, we have an UNESCO World Heritage Site, the famous Meteora, with their monasteries. Among the pillars of Meteora, there is this landform, the Adrachti landform, where in the northern part of the area we have the so-called hidden Meteora, the Gavros landforms, smaller rocks but also impressive. Further to the west, there is Indus mountain range, where you can see this impressive Georgia waterfall, the Demons Mandani. And of course, we have the Theopetra cave, where there is human presence since 20,000 years ago. Up on the high mountains, we have alpine lakes like the Verliga Alpine Lake in the area of Aspropotamus. And of course, we have human elements integrated inside the rock elements, like these Paleokarya breeds. Our mission is to celebrate the, let's say, coexistence of land and people, and to achieve sustainable development of the local people. Our vision is that the Global Geopark will help the residents and visitors from all over the world to meet history and culture. We pay attention to information and education of people, so we invite people from all around the world and scientists to come to the area. We have already taken some initiatives like these visits around the old castle of Trikala, and of course visits at the prehistoric cave of Theopetra in a collaboration with the Education Center of Environment of Pertuli. The humans are present in Meteora Pili Geopark since many years ago, so land and people coexist, and we hope to do so in the future. We have already initiated participation of the Geopark in the Geopark Weeks in 2023, and we hope for more events in the future.
Thank you so much for your presentation of the Meteorapili Geopark in Greece. And now from Greece, we move to Croatia and to Bajkovo Imotski Lakes UNESCO Global Geopark.
Hello, hello to everyone from Biokovo.
Μια παρουσίαση ένα μισάωρο πριν.
Yes, please.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello to everyone from Biokovo Imotski Lakes Geopark from Croatia. I cannot see my PPT presentation. Okay, it's fine now. My name is Ivana Chapin, and I'm the Executive Director of the Biokovo Imotski Lakes Geopark. Also, I would like to welcome the leadership of the UNESCO Global Geoparks Network, as well as all colleagues from the new UNESCO Global Geoparks in 2024. And my warm congratulations to all 18 new UNESCO Global Geoparks. Next slide, please. The geopark includes the full administrative boundaries of all municipalities in the Imotski region and the Biokovo Nature Park on the coastal part of the geopark. The total area of the geopark is 533 square kilometers, and about 25,000 people currently live in the area, and the most of them live in the hinterland of the geopark. Next slide, please. Geopark covers the area of Biokovo Mountain, protected as a nature park since 1981, and the area of Imotski region, and together they represent an important part of Dinaric karst. Biokovo is typical for different karst formation, such as pits, caves, ice pits, karst springs, and sinkholes. The highest peak of Biokovo Mountain is St. George Peak with 1,762 meters. Next slide, please. We can certainly say that the Imotski region is a region of lakes. In this area, there are 11 karst lakes whose water level depends on hydrological conditions and seasons. The most famous lakes of this type are the Red and Blue lakes. Here we must definitely mention the Vrlika River, which stretches through the Imotski field. It is unique karst sinking river, which provides excellent agricultural conditions. Next slide, please. Here I would like to mention all the protected natural areas in the geopark and the areas that belong to the Natura 2000 ecological network. If you look at the picture on the right, these are the shaded areas within the boundaries of the geopark. Biokovo as a nature park, Proložac Lake as a significant landscape, Vrlika River as a special reserve, Red and Blue Lake as a monuments of nature, Imotski Lake Sky as a significant landscape, and Vrlika Side Channel and Krčevac Spring as a part of the Natura 2000 ecological network. Next slide, please. Geosite network of a geopark is 54 geological sites that are related to the rich geological, natural, and cultural heritage of the geopark. Next slide, please. Regarding the vegetation of the geopark, the flora of the mountain contains a mixture of Mediterranean and Central European flower species. There are over than 1,400 plant species in the Biokovo Nature Park. Many of these species are endangered plant species, and a large number of them are endemic, such as, for example, Biokovo bellflower. Next slide, please. Biokovo is a hotspot of biological diversity in Croatia and in Europe, especially with the underground fauna. Biokovo Mountain is home to more than 100 species of butterflies, more than 100 species of birds, Birds live in the geopark, many of which are endangered. On the other side of the geopark, in the hinterland, there is an amazing diversity of endemic underground fauna. Next slide, please. In the area of the geopark, there are several hundred sites with preserved traces of human activity from historical periods. Many archaeological sites testify to this, especially prehistoric fortification. It is especially important to mention stečak here. Stečak or stečci in plural are highly unique and specific medieval tombstones found only in the southern parts of Croatia, a greater part of Bosnia and Herzegovina, and the western part of Montenegro and Serbia. The picture below on the right shows stečak in the Zagros municipality in the hinterland of the geopark. Next slide, please. Presentation Center Adrian, Heart of the Mountain, is presentation center of the public institution of Biokovo Nature Park. Also, 2 years ago, the new visitor center Academic Josip Roglič was opened in the beautiful landscape of the small village Župa Biokovska. In the picture at the bottom right, you can see. The attractive skywalk is in the picture at the bottom left. And also there are many educational geological trails and historical trails, as well as hiking and cycling trails along the entire geopark. Next slide, please. We work a lot of educational activities as well as promotion of the geopark itself through different projects. We hold a large number of interactive workshops and exhibitions with schools, kindergartens, but also with local people, partners, and visitors. Here we have mentioned only some important ongoing projects. Next slide, please. When we talk about sustainable development and cooperation with partners, it is important to say that the rural and active tourism are becoming more and more popular in the hinterland of the geopark. For us, it is important to encourage small producers, innovative crafts, and new employment opportunities through the idea of geotourism. Next slide, please. That's all. Thank you for your attention, and I wish you all a happy International Earth Day.
Thank you so much for your presentation, and we move from Croatia to France now, to Normandy main UNESCO Global Geopark. Dear colleagues, the floor is yours.
Yes, thank you, dear Nicolas Duros. Dear friends of UNESCO Global Geoparks, wherever you are in the world, it is with great emotion that I take the floor today, because we are extremely happy to join the great family of geoparks after more than 7 years of work. This achievement brings our territory, Normandy Main, into the eyes of the world, and this is a source of immense pride. This recognition is a powerful lever for action that we want to amplify even further in our territory. The meetings of the Geoparks network and the meaning we all share will continue to nourish our project wherever we are on the planet. Being linked to the world through this video conference meeting on International Mother Earth Day fills us with honor and duty. The members of my team are all behind me, showing you their motivation. As I told you, they are very enthusiastic. The Normandy Main Geopark is located in northwestern France. It spans approximately 100 kilometers from east to west and 70 kilometers from north to south, covering 2,650 square kilometers. It brings together 141 municipalities among 2 regions, Normandy and Pays de la Loire. Normandy Maine is a rich territory where 600 million years of history can be discovered in its landscapes. The highest concentration of natural lowlands trees in continental Europe is found here, coming from the last ice ages, often found bordering rivers. Despite the low altitude, the presence of the hard rock and related outcrops gives these landscapes a strong mountainous character. This heritage has also influenced the settlement of man, the use of the land, and the diversity of the natural and cultural heritage. We would like to invite you to discover this part of the Earth heritage with a promotional video that we have produced. Thank you for your interest. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your very nice presentation. And from France now we move to Portugal and to Oeste UNESCO Global Geopark. So
Hello,
dear
everyone.
colleagues from Oeste, you have the floor.
Hello, everyone. Thank you a lot for this opportunity. Thank you a lot for every geopark that contributes for our for us to be here. I ask if it's possible to share our presentation. Okay. So welcome to Oeste UNESCO Global Geopark. Next, please. We are next, please. So we are in Portugal, a territory with 1,154 square kilometers in the center of Portugal, 30 minutes north of Lisbon. Next, please. With more or less 72 coast Atlantic line that integrates 6 municipalities. Next, please. Of course, this is a territory of people connected to their land. Next, please. With traditions. Next. With dinosaurs, of course. Next. And of course, with the best brandy in the world. Next, please. From the mountains to the sea. Next. Next, please. For centuries, our ancestors settled on this smooth landscape. Next, please. Or on protected bays along the rugged coast. Next, please. Around the vast fertile soils. For centuries, people built their villages, castles, and churches. Next, please. Sustainably rising the natural resources offered by this rich territory. Next, please. Using local stones, one upon another, time after time. Next, please. Those Jurassic stones tell us the full and long story of opening the North Atlantic from a narrow and shallow sea to a large and lively ocean. Next, please. Stretching as far as we can look at it. The same Jurassic rocks tell us also the fantastic story of dinosaurs and other animals. Next, please. Next. wandering around for millions of years and living its well, please remains next, which attract thousands of visitors every year. Next, please. We are proud of our geological past. Next, please. Next. Next. And we are proud of our history and present day communities. Next, please. Proudly we look into the future of our territory and our planet. Next, please. Next. 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 Be amazing by our past and leave our and your footprint into the future. Thank you very much for this opportunity, and we are very, very glad to be in the UNESCO Global Geopark family. And you are always welcome to come to OS, the UNESCO Global Geopark. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And now we move from Portugal to Belgium and the Netherlands. I would like to welcome the next new UNESCO Global Geopark, which is Celde Delta, and is the first transborder UNESCO Global Geoparks since many years. So, dear colleagues, you have the floor.
Yes, hello. Here, a warm welcome from UNESCO Global Geopark Schelde Delta. We are here together, Belgium and the Netherlands, a transboundary geopark, and we are very glad that we may come to the family of the UNESCO Global Geoparks. It's a geopark as flat as a pancake. Some questas that shows the first traces of periodic climate changes starting about 33 million years ago, and some erosion walls are relative ripples in a sedimentary young landscape of sand, clay and peat. An area where the river Scheldt makes its way to the North Sea, aided by deeply cut estuaries that undergo the up and down movements of the many meters of tide twice daily. An area that is a geological nursery of future sandstone and shear rock. An area in which man has managed to build his existence in a highly dynamic environment, which had led to a continuous struggle against and live with the water from Roman times on. An area that has been on the border between land and water for millions of years and undergone many climate and sea level changes. As a geopark, we want to show the lessons from this to people and make them understandable. This provides valuable lessons for understanding and facing the current climate change and expected sea level rise in this vulnerable area. A geopark that lives on the tide of time and climate. A geopark that surprises and makes people think.
And as Nicolas Soros said so beautifully in his introduction, geoparks are all about collaboration and connection. So Walter already said that we're very pleased that we join the family of the geoparks now, because we are convinced that together with all of you, we can make this world a better place. But on the other hand, we also think that it's a very good driver and a catalyzer for cross-border cooperation. Because like in most parts of the world's neighboring countries, like the Netherlands and Belgium, we quarrel a lot, especially about open space or in a highly dense area with a lot of economic activity. And we think that through this recognition of UNESCO, for which we are very thankful, we can drive this cooperation better and further up. On the other hand, today, we not only celebrate together with you the International Day of Earth, but we also celebrate our recognition together with our Benelux Geopark already existing a network of Mellardal, Hondsrug and Famenne Ardennes, because today they are here and tomorrow we'll discuss how we can cooperate together. And that is also something we would like to do with you, connect with you, because we're very anxious to learn how you put this label into practice. And then now we've talked a lot, so we thought we also show you a little movie of our River Schelde Delta geopark.
Zie ik de lichtjes van de Schelde, dan gaat mijn hart wat sneller slaan. Ik weet dat jij op mij zult wachten en dat je aan de kaai zult staan. Zie ik de lichtjes van de Schelde, is of ik in je ogen kijk, die me zoveel liefs vertellen, dan ben ik als een prins zo rijk. Je weet wel, schat, dat ik veel van je hou. Dat hoef ik je niet te verklaren. Een zeeman is dol op zijn kinderen en vrouw. Maar toch moet hij altijd weer varen. Maar heeft soms de zee iets verkeerds met me voor. En krijg ik voorgoed averij. Denk dan aan de kinderen en sla je erdoor. Maar spreken dan dikwijls van mij. Zie ik de lichtjes van de Schelde, dan gaat mijn hart wat sneller slaan. Ik weet dat jij op mij zult wachten en dat je aan de kaai zult staan. Zie ik de lichtjes van de Schelde, is of ik in je ogen kijk, die me zoveel liefs vertellen, dan ben ik als een prins zo rijk.
Thank you so much for your nice presentation of this new transborder UNESCO Global Geopark. And from Belgium and the Netherlands, we move to Denmark and to the South Fin Archipelago. Dear colleagues, you have the floor.
Hello and greetings from the South Fin Archipelago in Denmark. We've worked for quite a few years to be part of the network, so we are truly honored to be here with you today. My name is Rasmus, and I'm the executive manager of the Geopark. In the room with me, I have some of the core staff. I have Lina, our geologist, PhD, and Kevin, also geoscientist, PhD in environmental planning. Christian, our communications officer, and Melina, manager of our network building and cultural projects. Now, okay, our slides are loaded, that's great. Geopark, the South Fin Archipelago, aims at creating the best possible environment for community-driven, sustainable development across the entire area. So next, please. And the next one again. And to give you an idea of the Geopark and who we are, we have a short video introduction. If you look carefully at this picture in the beginning, you will see a group of enthusiastic stakeholders writing UNESCO in body language. Our apologies for that. Please load the video. Yeah, next slide, please. So you see the South Fin Archipelago is in the south part of Denmark, which is just very close to Germany and south of Norway in Europe. So one inundated glacial landscape, the South Hrun Archipelago, is a designated geosite of international scientific value. It comprises more than 55 large and small islands, and it's an excellent representative of Holocene coastal development. The Geopark tells the story of how also in the near past, climate change has caused dramatic sea level rises. So the past is the key to the future, and this story is of course of great relevance again today. Next, please. Besides the 45 geolocations we have and geosites, we have inside the Geopark 19 protected nature areas and 43 designated cultural sites. The total population is 130,000 people. Next, please. Yeah, we've worked rigorously for quite a long time to become a UNESCO Global Geopark. That's too fast. Go back one. But now the goal has become a starting line. And when people ask us what we're going to get from this designation, we answer that that question is the wrong question. The real question now is how do we contribute? So the Geopark organization is focused on local co-creation and project development, and it works to inspire and support and sustain local initiative. And here follows 3 topics within 3 different fields of action where we hope to generate valuable experience to share with you. Next, please. This is the first one. So much more education inside the Geopark, but outside in the classroom. We're developing educational activities for all ages with the vision of the Geopark serving as a huge learning space with real-life educational opportunities that lead to sustainable education and resilience. We do this because learning outside is much more fun and learning should be fun. Next, please. We borrowed this slide from our friends in New Zealand because we developed geotourism, understood as sustainable tourism or even regenerative tourism that enhances rather than damages nature, the landscapes, and cultural values, while benefiting and engaging the local community. As an example, we're doing an interregional project with Germany called Nurturing Nature, where traditional tourism businesses are invited to develop regenerative products in cooperation with the Geopark and scientific partners. And next, please. Lastly, large part of the Geopark area, like the rest of Denmark, are intensely farmed. Modern agriculture challenges the biodiversity both on land, but especially in the marine environment, as you see in this picture. There is an urgent need for dialogue between our agricultural sector and the recreational sector about nature restoration and protection. Starting from a strong common appreciation of our beautiful corner of the world, the Geopark organization insists on serving as a platform for this kind of dialogue. Next, please. So thank you very much for your attention, and we're looking much forward to our cooperation.
Thank you so much for your presentation. And now from Denmark, we are going to move to Spain and Calatrava volcanoes. So please, dear colleagues, the floor is yours.
Buenas tardes a todos y bienvenidos a Geoparque Mundial Volcanes de Calatrava. Mi nombre es Sonia González y soy la vicepresidenta de la Diputación Provincial de Ciudad Real.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Calatrava Volcanoes UNESCO Global Geopark. My name is Sonia González. I'm a deputy of the province of Ciudad Real in the Diputación County.
Quiero, en primer lugar, saludar a los miembros del Comité Mundial de la UNESCO para Geoparque Volcanes de Calatrava Ciudad Real y dar la enhorabuena a todos los proyectos que han conseguido la declaración de Geoparque.
To begin with, I would like to extend a cordial greeting to all members of the UNESCO Geopark Committee and congratulate all those destinations that have gained this prestigious recognition and declaration as a global geopark.
Conseguir la declaración de Geoparque Mundial de la UNESCO para Geoparque Volcanes de Calatrava Ciudad Real Se ha convertido en una herramienta clave como proyecto de desarrollo auténticamente nuestro y pensado también para nuestra gente.
Our designation has meant, as a global geopark in UNESCO, has meant a crucial tool for social and economic development.
Un geoparque no es solo un sitio singular, es un proyecto de futuro para la gente que lo habita. Por tanto, es muy importante la implicación de todos, ya que es una herencia que dejaremos a nuestros hijos. Es un instrumento para el impulso de la actividad económica, turística y cultural de este territorio, como un recurso más en turismo y el desarrollo de las localidades que forman parte, en la que la parte científica va respaldada también de la parte cultural, sin olvidar nunca a las personas que lo habitan y su forma de vida.
Our geopark does not only represent a unique location, also a promising future for its inhabitants, for our local population. Thus, it is crucial for the participation of all the stakeholders, as this legacy will be inherited for future generations and will indeed be a catalyst for economic, cultural, and tourism development for our province. It is essential that for that reason, to include the scientific and cultural aspects, always bearing in mind people and its lifestyle.
Estamos totalmente implicados ya que el geoparque nos posiciona en el mundo con un sello de calidad del más alto nivel que va a provocar un incremento de la demanda turística y del interés por conocer la historia, la cultura y el entorno natural de los lugares que nos acompañan desde hace décadas.
We are completely engaged with our geopark, as this locate us within the worldwide map with a first-level distinctive of quality. We are aware of the fact that this will also mean an increase of the tourism demand side and a huge interest in our history, culture, and our natural heritage of an important part of our province.
Quiero agradecer a todos los agentes intervinientes desde su creación, todas las instituciones, ayuntamientos, entidades públicas y privadas que han hecho posible la declaración de volcanes de Calatrava como un geoparque mundial de la UNESCO.
I would like to express my sincere gratitude to all involved parts from the beginning of this process, including institutions, town halls, public and private entities whose collaboration has made possible the declaration of Calatrava Volcanoes Geopark as a global UNESCO geopark.
Esta distinción no solo reconoce la belleza natural del territorio, sino que también su importancia histórica, cultural y científica. Nuestro geoparque es un testimonio vivo de la evolución de nuestro planeta a lo largo de millones de años. Magma, mercurio, carbón, la conjugación de esos tres elementos naturales, junto con el patrimonio histórico y cultural, ha sido la clave para alcanzar esta declaración. Cada formación volcánica, cada relieve, cuenta con una historia fascinante sobre los procesos geológicos que han dado forma a nuestro paisaje.
This distinction does not only declare the natural beauty of our land, but also its historical, cultural, and scientific richness. Our geopark is a living testimony of our planet evolution during millions and millions of years. Every volcanic formation tells an incredible story about the geological processes that have given shape to our landscape.
Desde el punto de vista científico, la declaración del espacio de volcanes de Calatrava Ciudad Real como Geoparque Mundial de la UNESCO representa un hito para el territorio geológico más antiguo de la península ibérica, que es el macizo ibérico, al que se le reconoce por su importancia geoturística, científica y de divulgación.
From a scientific perspective, the designation of Calatrava Volcanoes as a UNESCO Global Geopark spot a milestone for the most ancient geological area of Iberian Peninsula, the Macizo Ibérico. This recognition highlights its importance in terms of science, education, and tourism.
La Diputación, liderada por el presidente Miguel Ángel Valverde, como promotora y dinamizadora del proyecto, tiene el objetivo de impulsar el desarrollo de la provincia mediante el consenso y el compromiso de la sociedad, del sector económico, institucional y científico, y con la implicación de los 40 municipios y 4 grupos de desarrollo rural.
Diputación de Ciudad Real as the province county in the name of our province, led by the President Miguel Ángel Valverde, has been the promoter of the project and aims to continue fostering the development of the province through the consensus and commitment of society, the economic and institutional and scientific sectors, with the participation of 14 municipalities and 4 rural development groups.
Múltiples erupciones que tuvieron lugar en el pasado aspiran ahora a convertirse en el turismo de calidad, capaz de apreciar los excepcionales valores geológicos y geomorfológicos que hoy se conservan y que pueden traducirse en creación de empresas y empleo en municipios de tradición agrícola, ganadera y extractiva de nuestra provincia.
The multiple eruptions that have occurred in the past now aspire to be transformed into high-quality tourism, promoting the exceptional geological and geomorphological values that we preserve, which could translate into the creation of companies and employment in municipalities with long agricultural, livestock, and extractive traditions.
Muchas gracias a todos.
We deeply thank all involved, and thanks again.
Thank you so much for your nice presentation. And now we are ready for closing the presentation of all the European geoparks from a music event from Calatrava Volcanoes UNESCO Global Geopark. Thank you so much, and congratulations to all the European UNESCO Global Geoparks and to the Geopark Volcanes de Calatrava. And we move now from Europe to Latin America and Caribbean Geoparks Network. And I would like to welcome Emeline Rosado, the coordinator of the Latin America and Caribbean Geoparks Network. Emeline, you have the floor.
Thank you, dear Nicholas. So greetings to everyone all around the world. Such a privilege to celebrate this International Earth Day in family, the Global Geoparks family, which keeps growing. And now at the 20th-year anniversary, it's a great pleasure to welcome new 18 members, new 18 allies, to understand the roots that link our societies to the Earth history. New 18 territories to enhance the care and respect to our Mother Earth. On behalf of the Latin American Caribbean Network, we congratulate all of you for all your efforts and best practices to become true promoters of sustainable development for the local communities. We are truly proud and happy to welcome a new member in our region, Uberaba UNESCO Global Geopark. Welcome all of you to this network, to this big and beautiful global family. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Emeline, for your greeting speech. And now I'm going to welcome the colleagues from Uberaba UNESCO Global Geopark in Brazil, the last one from the 18 UNESCO Global Geoparks. Dear colleagues from Uberaba, you have the floor.
Thank you very much. Greetings to everybody. It's both an honor and a great joy for us here in Uberaba to join the UNESCO DGN's family. It was a great journey that led us to this day. I am Professor Thiago Marinho from the Federal University of Triângulo Mineiro, and I'm here to briefly introduce our territory. Well, the Uberaba Geopark is known as the Land of Giants. It's home of the largest dinosaurs from Brazil, which are the main icon for our geodiversity, but it also has two other important icons that are cultural icons. Next one, please. We have the Zebu cattle herd, which is very important for us, both economically, but also culturally, and the religiosity, in special centered around the medium Chico Xavier. Next, please. Uberaba Geopark is in the central area of Brazil, in the western part of Minas Gerais state, and it's approximately 4,530 square kilometers within the municipal borders of Uberaba. Our geopark is in a region dominated by the Cerrado biome, which is a tropical humid savanna renowned by its abundant biodiversity. Next one, please. The name Uberaba originates from the Tupi-Guarani language, which is an indigenous language, meaning clear water, reflecting the numerous rivers and waterfalls that not only sustain our population, but also serve as key tourist attractions. Next, please. We have 29 geosites and geodiversity sites with a primary focus on paleontology, dating from the lower Cretaceous to the Holocene epochs. Notably, the Uberaba and Serra Geral formations stand out as unique geological units that are exclusively here in Uberaba, and both are of international importance due to their remarkable fossil content. This is our main geosite, Perópolis geosite, and this image you can see the Caeira site, which is where thousands of fossils came from, and most of them are vertebrates, such as dinosaurs. Next one, please. Another view of the Perópolis geosite, and here you can see our technician working on almost complete crocodiliform, terrestrial crocodiliform. It's Uberaba subterríferos. So this place is very important for us in Uberaba, but also in Brazil as a very important paleontological site. Next, please. Another view of our Petrópolis geosite. This is the dinosaur museum from our university where we do our research and educational projects. That's the core of the geoscience in our region. Next, please. Here's a great example. That's the Santa Rita geosite. It's a geological geosite in particular, and it clashes with the cultural aspects of our territory. You can see a Manihopteran dinosaur with its eggs, and behind it, it's the Santa Rita Church, one of the oldest churches here in Uberaba. And this slope where the church is located, it's made of the Uberaba Formation rocks. It's Cretaceous rocks. So Uberaba is an important urban site of paleontology. We can find fossils, vertebrate fossils all around the city. Next, please. As I told you, the religions aspects of our territory are very important, and they are epitomized in the figures like Chico Xavier. Chico Xavier was a spiritism leader and a great human person that led to several projects that benefits the more poor people and our community as a whole. Next, please. This is São Domingos Church. It's a geodiversity site, and it's a good example how the geological heritage meets our cultural aspects. This red rock that you can see in the church is laterite, a rock that's very common here around in Uberaba. Next, please. Furthermore, Uberaba boasts a harmonious coexistence with African-derived religions and also cultural movements alongside with Western religions, contributing to a vibrant tapestry of our community. Next one, please. This is the Zebu Museum, which is a testament of the long-standing tradition of Zebu cattle in Uberaba, which dates back to the 19th century, and it continues to be a significant source of income for our municipality and also to programs for sustainability. Next, please. Well, we are thrilled to be part of the GGN family, and we hope to have all of you visiting our territory and making several exchanges with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and warm congratulations for your efforts to join UNESCO Global Geoparks and the Global Geoparks Network. And with this presentation from Uberaba UNESCO Global Geopark from Brazil, we close the line of presentations of the 18 new UNESCO Global Geoparks. And according to the program, we have some minutes for some questions and answers. If somebody wishes to take the floor and ask something. Yes, please. Well, I understand that this is a day of celebration. This is a day that we celebrate the International Day of Mother Earth. And of course, is the launch of the various celebrations of the 20th anniversary of the Global Geoparks Network. I would like to welcome all of you, and especially the new UNESCO Global Geopark, to participate in the celebration, organizing events for the celebration of their nomination and also associated with the 20th anniversary of UNESCO Global Geoparks. You can use all the materials that already have been presented in the first part of this event. And of course, we are, all of us in the Global Geoparks network, ready to support you in any other initiative. I would like also to add that all the managers of the 18 new UNESCO Global Geoparks are very welcome to the international course on UNESCO Global Geoparks to meet in person all the members of the Global Geoparks Network Executive Board and various other colleagues coming all over the globe, as well as, of course, the members of the UNESCO Global Geoparks Secretariat. And we will be very glad to welcome you in Lesbos for this intensive course at the end of May, where we are going to discuss a lot of very interesting topics, which we feel that will be useful for your integration to the activities of the network. So please contact the GGN Secretariat for further information regarding your participation in the international intensive course on UNESCO Global Geoparks, which is jointly organized by the UNESCO Global Geoparks Secretariat and the Global Geoparks Network, and will take place in Lesbos Island UNESCO Global Geopark from May 27th to June 3rd this year. We are also very happy to welcome you in all the meetings and regional conferences that will take place this year in Vietnam for the Asian Pacific Geoparks Network, Symposium in Khao Bang UNESCO Global Geopark in September, in Reykjanes UNESCO Global Geopark for the European Geoparks Conference, which will take place in the beginning of October, and then also in at the end of October in the Latin American and Caribbean UNESCO Geoparks Network meeting, which will take place in Brazil. I would like also to mention that there are also various other events in the calendar of events for the celebration of the 20th anniversary. And I hope that you will be always in contact with the UNESCO Global Geoparks Secretariat and the Global Geoparks Network in order to receive all the news for the further activities that we are going to organize, especially this year, but also in the years to come. And please don't forget that we will be very, very happy to welcome the representatives of all the 213 UNESCO Global Geopark at the International Geoparks Conference, which will take place for the first time in Latin America next year in 2025 in Cutralcura UNESCO Global Geopark, where you are all invited to participate, and to participate also in the General Assembly, your first General Assembly of the Global Geoparks Network. So we have a lot of meetings, a lot of events in the next months. All the members of the Executive Board of the Global Geoparks Network, which are present today in this event, want to welcome you. And I would like to give the floor to Christoph van den Berger for his final comments in order to close this very, very successful event for the welcome of the 18 new UNESCO Global Geoparks. Dear Christophe, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Nicholas. I don't have much to add, but thanks for allowing me to thank everyone who presented their geopark and who showed what they stand for. I think it's important that we see the faces behind the geoparks as well. So really a big congratulations and thanks for your individual presentations. I would like to thank those as well who brought their teams with them, because I think it's important that you see as well, that we see as well, the collective effort that it is to become a UNESCO Global Geopark. I understood from the Friends of Finland that they've been working on it for like 77 million years. I congratulate them for their endurance. Normally it would take on average, I think, 5 years, which is still very impressive. And I know that you've gone through several challenges and struggles. As Nicholas said, it's only the beginning, yes, of course, but at the same time, please savor this moment, because it's quite a feat, it's quite an achievement that you stand where you stand today. So thanks again and congratulations again. I also hope that from my side, I have a chance to meet with you at the EGN meeting, at the APGN meeting in September, maybe even before already at the intensive course. We will certainly meet in Kutralkura. So there's certainly opportunities to meet and to exchange with each other. From our side, you may hear from us as well. As I said at the introduction, we like to count on you, on your expertise to help us in hosting, for example, beginning geoparks and people who are a little bit struggling to get the geoparks concept. We like to connect them with good functioning geoparks. Our roster of evaluators are also geopark managers. So in time, if you think that you acquired the expertise, please consider this as well. And to help us with training, for example, and who knows, maybe in the future, if you want to host one of the network events, ones of the European or global events, please consider that as well. So let me end by thanking in particular the people who brought the musical intermezzo as well. I think it was a beautiful piece of music that we heard from Ciudad Real, from Volcanes de Calatrava, and from our friends. Of course, I shouldn't have a nationality here at the UN, but I'm a little bit proud as well that Belgium and Netherlands have the first transboundary geopark, and that they brought in our Belgian country singer for the musical guidance. Thanks again to everyone. Congratulations again, and looking forward to meeting with you soon. Nicholas, thanks, and please convey my thanks as well to Constantina and to everyone who has been working on this. We really appreciate it. Very nice day to everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Christophe, for your kind greetings to everybody. I think we have finished. Warm congratulations to everybody, not only for the presentation, as Christophe said, but mainly for the achievement of reaching this great recognition as UNESCO Global Geopark. And I hope your territories, your friends, your colleagues everywhere in the world will be very happy and celebrate with all of us the International Mother Earth Day, and at the same time, your inclusion in the UNESCO Global Geoparks and the Global Geoparks Network. Thank you so much for your participation. Good luck, and be sure that we will be all next to you for all the further adventures that we will have all together, and for all the achievements that we are going to reach all together in the big family of the UNESCO Global Geoparks. Thank you so much for being with us today, tonight. Good evening, good night, good morning for all of you all over the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.